Anthony Chauvin is helping to get his fishing boats ready to send them back out to sea. But this time the vessels won't be looking for shrimp. Instead, like they have for the past few weeks, they have been hired by BP to skim oil off the surface of the Gulf of Mexico. He and 3 generations of family members run the Mariah Jade Shrimp Company. And their boats will now be at sea for at least 3 weeks, so they load up on supplies that will carry them through without having to come back to port. There is little talk of Tony Hayward here, but Anthony Chauvin does have an opinion that is common sentiment in these parts.
I think he made a lot of mistakes. I think they lied to us about how much oil was going in the Gulf. Somebody got to have the fall guy, you know. I think that's what it's all about myself. It puts somebody in you. You know what I'm saying? It would have been anybody up there, I think they would have got it. I don't know Tony Hayward personally, but if it had been another guy and he was in charge, after a mess like this, I don't know how you survive that, you know.
The Chauvin family shrimp business has been prosperous over the years. They say one full boat of shrimp could bring in at least $50,000. There is no shrimping anymore, as all of their boats are being used to help clean up the oil spill. And the conveyor belts that would once offload shrimp by the tons now sit idle.
The fishermen here in southern Louisiana and these swamplands tell me that they're used to difficult conditions. It's hot here, and they say every year they have to deal with hurricanes and potential flooding. And they say with this oil spill, this is just one more obstacle they have to overcome.
For David Chauvin, it doesn't matter who is making the calls at BP corporate headquarters in London or inside the halls of power in Washington, D.C., but rather what is actually happening on the ground in the bayous of Louisiana.
You know, as far as what goes on in the political realm, what it comes down to at the end of the day is your checkbook open, and are you willing to make this right? No matter who's writing the checks, it doesn't matter. But is this company still willing, you understand, to be able to make this right? And to make this right, it takes one thing. It takes a lot of manpower on our part, but it also takes the resources and the money for them to do it.
In the afternoon, the boats at the Mariah Jade Shrimp Company push off the docks and head out to the Gulf. And right now, the most important thing for these men is cleaning up the oil spill, no matter who is running the company that first caused it. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Chauvin, Louisiana.